More than 30 white metal crosses line this small field in northwest Florida. There are no names and no dates. It's a short drive from this makeshift cemetery to the Arthur G. Dozier School for Boys. Part of the century-old school is this small white building where young boys suffered routine beatings in the 1950s and 60s.
If you were going to get paddled, then you'd wait outside in a group at the dining hall, and they'd march you in there unless they took you down there immediately.
Keith McKendrick is part of a group of men who call themselves the White House Boys Survivors. He and Patrick Hallahan attended the school more than 50 years ago. Neither of the men knew about the cemetery.
I don't know who's here. I know that they're investigating that now. I hope it's not boys that were beaten, because that would be a real tragedy.
Now, nearly a half-century later, Governor Charlie Crist has ordered an investigation, but the Department of Juvenile Justice has no records to help identify who lies beneath the unmarked graves.
We've had some initial meetings with the Department of Juvenile Justice. What we'll be doing is actually looking through the records, seeing what's available to us. We'll be working to interview any staff members or residents who might have been at the school during this time period.
McKendrick recalls being sent to the White House after getting a bad grade and says he and others were paddled while lying on a bed.
They'd just tell you to hold that pillow and bite it if you had to. Don't make a sound and don't try to get up.
Agents are just starting their investigation. They say there's a lot of legwork to do before they'll decide whether to exhume any of the graves. Mike Gracia, The Associated Press.